Okay, let's get started. What's your name?
My name is Anjua Maximo, and I am the co-owner of GrooveRyde.
And what do you guys do?
So GrooveRyde is a multi-offering boutique studio experience. We offer cycle, boxing, booty yoga, a separate studio just for women called Pure Movement that focuses on sensual dance and pole. And we are for really anyone who's just yearning for this inspiring workout community, wanting to be with aligned people, mindful people. And that's what we found has been drawn to us. They're not just fitness enthusiasts, but people that are looking to be part of something that is bigger than themselves, so to speak.
So so that's your differentiation, right? So give me a little more on that. What, if I were to come in or someone were to come in, what would immediately strike them as different?
I think it's the response you get when you walk in. You would walk in and we'd literally be like, Charlie! And it's as if we knew you already. It's almost like the show Cheers. And like everybody knows
Norm.
your name.
Right.
Yeah,
Norm.
It's very much that kind of enthusiasm. And I think that's the first thing I hear guests say is that we walked in a little intimidated. It looks super cool, like something we're going to find in New York and LA. Is the attitude going to match? And it doesn't. Because what we wanted was that kind of aesthetic, but that Midwest love, that Midwest kind of camaraderie, especially the Cleveland vibe. And I feel like in Cleveland, there's a lot of support in the community. I've never seen a group of people rally behind teams that maybe not even win, but there's this every year, this is gonna be it. And I was really taken by that. I didn't even see that in New York when I lived there. So to me, that's what I think people feel. Is they feel that it's homegrown. They feel that it looks really cool, but it's got that authentic, excitement that you're there and that we want to know who you are.
So that's where you are now. But is there a vision that take me out 5 to 10 years?
Wow, yeah. Well,
where do you want to be?
The vision would be Midwest domination, honestly. We feel like there's no need to go out further than that. We would love to spread GrooveRyde to other cities. Right now, we've got a second location that's opening in 2 weeks, downtown Cleveland, and then the third location will be opening in 2018, back in the suburbs, in Shaker Heights with the Van Aken
Where's the
district.
first one?
First one is in Woodmere, Ohio, so it's in the suburbs. And it's interesting because we kind of did it the reverse. We started in the suburbs and we worked our way downtown, and now we're going to go back up to the suburbs.
Where's the downtown location?
Downtown will be 12th and Chester. So right next to Reserve Square, really great area. An area that we did our research and we saw how many Walnut Wednesdays. We were there every Wednesday this summer with our street team. It's just we think that community is really going to respond well. It was great to see that we could take something that's edgy as we did and put it in the suburbs and people would love it. And then we knew that if we took it downtown, then the millennials that are like moving in, and we know there's a ton of them coming into that area in the next few years, that they're going to love it too. But we think it's something that can actually go into any market.
So with all those different activities, how do you fit it all into a space?
Creatively. Definitely scaled down on the second location.
Envision like boxing gloves on a bicycle.
Yeah, not quite that tight. I think what we did with the second location is we really looked at, the first location needed to be as large as it was. We're in a really affluent area in Ohio, and I think that there was an expectation when they walked in, so it needed to look the way it did. With downtown, we pared it down a little bit, so it's still going to have that cool vibe, but we just got very smart about consolidating spaces and in scheduling so that classes could not necessarily happen simultaneously, but right after another. So it works out. So if you have boxing at 11 and you know that the booty yoga is going to come in right afterwards, and we'll just clear everything out of the way and make room for the yoga.
So a lot of exercise places are genderfying. So there's been not gentrification but genderification. I assume it's both men and women?
It is both men and women for GrooveRyde, although 90% of our clientele happens to be women. I just think that the group fitness experience appeals to more women than men. I think men just by nature maybe want to work out more on their own. So we've just found naturally that women gravitate to us. However, the Pure Movement aspect, which as I said is the a la carte offering in the studio, is exclusively for women, and it does have its separate space. And this is only available in the Woodmere location. It won't be following us downtown.
So I got two last questions.
Yeah.
What's been the hardest thing?
Oof. I think the hardest thing has been trying to understand the rhythms of your guest or your customer. Like, why Monday will be slammed and like everybody and their mother seem to have to come work out that night, but the following Monday you might see half as many people. And then the next Monday, just understanding that, especially in the fitness world, I don't think it's as easy to track. There are definitely seasons, but there's a lot of unknown variables. Even when we do our market research and we ask our questions, sometimes it's just one of those things. So you have to just kind of have faith that your product is still viable, it's still doing what it needs to do, and just because you didn't have a full class that night doesn't mean that you're failing. So it's just having faith in your product.
That's good. And final question, what are you most proud of?
Oh, I think I'm most proud of my team, of the team of people we assembled. They really are so genuinely just good people who really love what they do, but love their lives outside of the studio as well. So, you know, it's infectious to be around them, and that's what our guests also love and they gravitate to. And they've got fans, huge fans. I mean, people that want to support them outside with their other goals. So I'm really just most proud of them and how they show up in the community beyond the studio walls.
So if somebody wants to learn more or join, what do they do?
You could go to the website, www.GrooveRyde.com, and there you would see everything, mission statement, and our values, and our videos, and all the things that we're up to in the community.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
Awesome, thank you.